Are you listening to this episode on Himalaya? If you are, congratulations, because you're already using the best new podcast app out there. If you're not, well, you're a loser and missing out, so get it together. Whether you're a podcaster or a fan, Himalaya is designed with you in mind and has a ton of cool new features like curated shareable playlists and collections made just for you, along with personalized recommendations to help with content discovery. And the best part is, it's super easy to use. It's definitely my favorite listening app, and I'm sure it will be yours too. So do yourself a favor and download Himalaya today, and be sure to follow my show, Worst Firsts, once you're there. Bye. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to Worst First. I don't know why I just did that intro. I'm just really excited to have you here
good.
today.
I'm glad you're excited. I'm happy to see you too. It's been a minute.
No, it's been too long.
I know,
Remember
right?
when I used to hang out at the Comedy Store all the time?
I know. I used to see you in the hallways
all the
time.
time, just sitting in the hallway, crying. Guys, my guest today is Ian Edwards. He is one of the funniest comedians I know personally. And you know what I love about you is that you don't have to try for your jokes. Like, you tell them so calmly and quietly. You don't have to like act it out or throw yourself on the floor or be like really exaggerated.
Right.
Like,
which I have nothing against that. I'm just too lazy to do all that. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be working. I chose this job so I don't have to work. So why would I work at my non-job? You know what I mean?
I can't. I know, right? Some people go so hard, and that's cool.
Yeah,
those
I like
are act-out
watching those people
comics.
that are
Those
funny,
people are great. The physical comedy, we love it. Me, very physical.
Yeah, you're very physical. Hilarious.
Physical.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of everyone I love. But no, you just tell your jokes so calmly, but you have the funniest stand-up.
Oh, thank you very much.
You do. Do you
Appreciate
have
that.
something on Netflix right now? You have something somewhere people can watch, because I saw a special on your
Comedy Central special.
Comedy Central special. It's so funny. I saw it on your Instagram page, a little clip of it.
Yeah, it's streaming on Comedy Central right now, so you can check it out.
Guys, check Ian Edwards out. Okay, he's so funny, and he's like nonchalantly funny, which is the best kind of funny you ever want to have. And I've known you for a very long time.
Yeah, I know, right?
You've known me for probably
Before Vine.
Everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
When I was just a homeless psycho. Not homeless, but it was Struggle City. But
Struggle City. But you had a nice place.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I always made it look good.
You're always a responsible, like have your
Always.
shit together style type of person. You used to go over to your house and you're nice, decorated tastefully.
Yes. If I had $1, it was stretch that shit.
Yeah.
Like, I stretched the shit out of that $1, just like Stretch Armstrong status. I did. Even though I was struggling, it made it look like a good struggle.
She made struggle look good. That's what I can say.
My FedEx box was decorated to the nines. It was fabulous.
Bedazzled.
I
FedEx
love it.
box.
Yes, exactly. Just glued little diamonds. That's so funny. Yeah, no, so we've known each other for a really long time, and I've watched you. You've been funny since I've known you, but you've watched me go from probably, all sorts of phases of life. And now I'm married, and you're single now.
Yeah.
You're newly single.
Somebody had to keep the pack going. We never made a pack, but
What do you think about dating in LA?
I think it's fine. I think a lot of people complain, but I'm a contrarian anyway. But I see like a lot of comics go on stage. Oh, dating is rough. Oh, and these date naps, and there's nothing fun about it. There's nothing fun about it, and I guess that's the angle you have to take to make a joke.
Yeah.
But everybody gets what stuff out of dating,
So you think dating is the same here as it is in like Ohio?
I don't know. I've never dated in Ohio. You know what I mean? So I can't call it. Never dated in Ohio.
Wait, where did you grow up again?
In New York.
In New York?
Yeah.
So what's dating like in New York compared to LA?
It's all a rhythm thing. Like when I first moved to LA, I had to figure out what the LA dating rhythm was. There's an algorithm. There's you don't even know what's wrong. You just know your shit is off until you acclimate. You know what I mean?
The dating algorithm?
Yeah.
Dead. Real life's like Instagram.
Yeah,
like
for real.
You gotta figure out which days to hit her up.
Yeah.
What's the best posting time for text?
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
For real.
So it's like a different pace out here.
Yeah, and then New York people, you are where you live. So that kind of, there's some things that carry over,
Yeah.
a lot of things, but for me, like if I went back to New York now, I bet you it would take me a while to get
a date.
And to like have successful ones. Like after like 6 months, I'll be like up and running. But I think it would take me a little bit to get into the New York groove. And it might be just life. If I move to New York, what would I be doing there? What would my job be there?
Right.
Will I have time? I have to figure out like a bunch of things.
Yeah,
time-wise.
it's a lot filters into it. Yeah.
A lot filters into it. Can I find somebody that's on my schedule? Like here.
Okay, I'm going to need you to be available from the hours of 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. because that's that's when you're doing your stand-up. Yeah, we need
I get off work at 1 p.m. You good?
1 p.m. Yeah, we need to hang out. I don't care if you're at your job. I can come visit you.
Yeah.
We can share a Caesar salad. So I love that. So New York and LA dating, it's different, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like people from the East Coast are more upfront.
Yeah.
Like if they don't like you, they're not gonna sit through a date like they would in LA. Like I've gone on dates in LA that were fucking terrible that I just wanted to leave.
Right.
And I'm from the East Coast, so I will just be like, I have diarrhea, I gotta go.
Hilarious.
Because that's I just shit myself. So I can either keep shitting, sitting here and sitting in my shit, or you can let me get up and leave. So, but I feel like
what if the guy's like, stay?
I'd be like, well, then I'm going to get E. coli because this shit about to travel up my vagina.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I can't do it. So I'm like half LA, half East Coast because I'll lie about the excuse to leave, but I will leave the date.
Right.
But I feel like in LA, a lot of people will stay on the date, even if it's terrible.
Right.
Because they feel bad.
I mean,
they're like soft.
I think people do that everywhere.
I feel like in New York, they'll be like, you're whack, I'm out.
I've stayed in things. The dates are like, so like this is something I did this weekend.
Okay.
This weekend, this is not a date.
This isn't a worst.
This is kind of a date.
Okay.
But it's not. It's work. Okay. I was at this comedy club and I was working with a host who was supposed to pick me up from the hotel before the show and drop me off afterwards, and he didn't. And then I didn't even know he was supposed to pick me up. It's just when I Ubered to the club from the hotel and they asked me how I got there, I said, I Ubered. Yeah. And it's like, well, the host was supposed to pick you up. And I was like, are you sure? In my mind, I'm like, they must have messed up. And then later on, he gave me an intro that was whack.
What did he say?
It's just, my special is called Ian Talk. Yeah. How hard is that to remember?
That's not hard at all.
Yeah.
Ian Talk.
Yeah,
it's 2 words.
So he fucked that up. He fucked up those two.
What did he call it?
It wasn't Ian Talk.
Everyone listen to Ewan discuss.
Yeah, basically.
Ewan's new special.
Yeah.
First of all, my name's Ian, not Ewan.
Yeah. Like he knows who he's gonna be hosting for all weekend. So how do you mess up?
What an idiot!
The name of the special. And then when I got there, he barely said hi to me.
Ew. Does he think he's really cool?
Probably. And then at the end of the night, he apologized for messing up my intro, and then he said good night, and he left. I was like, all right, maybe things are turning around.
He's like, listen, Greg, I really am sorry.
Yeah, exactly. Larry, Phil.
You're too far to punch.
Yeah, no, that's why you do this, so you can have return guests. You're too far. This is a
Guys,
good
I beat the shit out of Ian. Ian's made me laugh so hard in my life. I beat the literal shit out of him. Now they keep my guests at like...
Yeah. Like, you know,
I can't reach
you know, Brittany's had a good time hanging out with you when you're bruised up.
It's true. I can't help it. Oh, I'm waiting for the lawsuits. Anyway, so then what happened? He kind of apologized. He came around.
And then he said good night. I was like, all right, say good night.
Good night. Kissed you on the forehead.
Well, nah. But then, then he's like, so I'm like, hey, how do I get home? They're like, the host is supposed to take you home.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
The guy that just said goodnight?
The guy that just said goodnight nicely.
He's like, well, we can't make it weird now. I already said goodnight. You can't get in my car.
So he's gone. He's gone, though.
What the hell?
So then, like you were saying about staying in something bad.
Yeah.
Like, that was Thursday. We had shows Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
And where was this?
I'm not going to say because I don't want to implicate the guy. I'm just going to say I told the club, hey, man, let's get rid of him.
Yeah, he sucks.
I'm not going to stay in a green room with a guy for 3 days.
Who's lame.
Who's whack.
Yeah.
And is acting weird. And then once I decided to do that, the staff was saying, oh, it's the same. He's been weird to them too. So it's like, yeah, get out of it.
Yeah.
Like, but before, I would just would let a date end
Yes.
its natural course.
Yes.
Even though it's dying.
Yeah.
You know, like you're at somebody's hospital bed watching them die.
You don't just blow their brains out. You
I
let
don't
it
just, you know, hey,
pull the
doc,
plug.
can we just pull this out? Yeah.
You let it slowly.
I let it like
just
beep,
till the
beep.
last breath.
And I've even been dumb enough to be like, you know, sometimes I've been phony enough to be like, try to resuscitate, like even when, like, let it die, let the date die. Yeah.
The relationship's clearly over.
It's over.
It's
or
been
the date's
dead.
completely not working. You're still walking the person to the door, and
you
walk back.
go to kiss them. All right, never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. So then, what happened with this dude?
We just got rid of him. We got a new host.
He left, or they got rid of him?
He left, and then Friday, I made the call. I said, "Hey, we want to see if we can find a host that
this guy sucks.
enjoys being there." I don't know what his problem was.
Yeah, that's weird. I'm sorry. Did you end
It's all
up?
good.
Did the new host give you a ride to the show?
I went and rented a car that night.
You were like, "Fuck this!
Fuck this.
I'll be my own host."
Plus, I was in the middle of nowhere. It's a nice club, nice town, but there's nothing around, so
Nothing
you
to do.
needed a car anyway.
Yeah.
So I made up my mind.
Yeah.
The only way to enjoy the week,
Is to rent a
maximize it, is rent a car so I can get around during the day and not let's be stuck in some hotel.
They should have covered you for that.
I mean, they paid enough, so
It kind of worked itself out.
it worked
What
out,
did you What did you do in the town for the week? Like, what was there to do?
Just went and did like to
Just
like
hang out at the
all the hipster
Bass Pro
town
Shop.
spots. Yeah. Bought a gun. You know, went hunting. You know.
Oh my God! I
What
killed
else?
some deer. I don't even like murdering things, but that's all
There's
they
nothing
do.
to do. You know, there's nothing to do.
Yikes!
And I went to a Cincinnati Reds game.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
said where it was. Great.
Yeah. But there's a bunch of clubs there, so we'll see.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't really give it away.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so that sounds terrible. I mean, I know that wasn't a worse, but it does sound like a worse.
Yeah.
But I know you
It's
have.
almost a date.
It's almost a date.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
it sucks.
You're in a relationship with this person for
That you
like
don't wanna
4
be.
And instead of like, I was just telling somebody, like, you ever been somewhere and you don't like somebody there,
Yes.
so you're like, you're just gonna ignore them.
Yes, my
But-
house.
Yeah, so like,
I'm just kidding.
and then
Yeah.
you spend the entire party pretending not to see the person.
That's the
but
fucking
that takes
worst.
So much energy. So it's like,
so much to not make
so I was
eye
like-
contact, like just in case
Yeah.
they're by the punch bowl. You're like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or they're talking to people that you
You
know,
wanna tell-
you
yeah.
both know. So it's like, get rid of that thing that's draining your energy.
yeah, kill it.
Because you
Kill
got
them.
shows to do. Yeah, I mean,
Take them out
a
back.
little drastic.
Murder them.
I did buy a gun in the state. It was legal. So, all right. Yeah.
Or we could just remove ourselves from the situation,
Right.
which is what I usually do because I'm weak. I'll just be like, I can't handle this. I'm a weak person. I don't want to start crying. I'm going to remove myself
hilarious.
from the situation.
It's hilarious.
It's true. I'm
you're not
very
weak.
weak.
No,
I am.
I don't
I'm
believe
very
it.
weak. I cry easily.
I mean-
easily affected. Very sensitive.
That's a weapon, though. Crying is a weapon.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, who's going to keep yelling at you or telling you you're wrong when you're crying?
Have you met my husband?
Good man. Good man, then. Good.
He stands his ground.
Stand good.
He's
Good.
like, you're an actress. I don't believe that shit.
Yeah. Tommy knows human nature.
I know. I'm
yeah,
dead. No,
yeah.
he doesn't ever yell at me. Actually, he's the nicest guy. It's so funny. Yeah. So you're single. You've been going on dates. Have you gone on any bad dates lately that you want to talk about? Or you said you have a story. What does it have to do
Well,
with?
I just remember when I was in my 20s. We was in London doing shows.
London town.
Yeah, or England.
Was
some
that
part
terrible?
of England.
all my London followers unsubscribed.
Subscribe.
What the fuck was that?
It's like, how'd you?
Hello,
So I know that must be like
mate.
besides like a Jamaican accent, like people doing the British accent must be like the worst.
Do you want to
for
hear my
English
Jamaican
people.
accent?
Nope.
Guys, Ian's Jamaican. You're from Jamaica.
Yeah, I was raised there.
Isn't that so crazy? Because I asked you where you're from and you said New York, and I knew it was
I
Jamaica,
know.
so I was like, "Ooh, he's lying."
But that's the whole thing with me. It's like if I meet a stranger and we're talking, by the end of the conversation, if the conversation lasts longer than I expect it to last,
then you'll say Jamaica.
then they're gonna feel like I'm a liar. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because when
Like
I
my
talk
whole
to
audience
people,
right now.
yeah, exactly. Is that all of them?
Way to alienate yourself.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, he said he was from
we-
New York. He's
hey.
really from Jamaica.
Hey, we all just met. I don't owe you all anything yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I enter most conversations trying to get out of them. So.
Oh, my God. He's been trying to leave the podcast for the last 5 minutes.
And I just got here.
Okay, wait. So I'm gonna get so sidetracked because I want to talk about Jamaica, but I also want to talk about you were in London.
Right.
You were 20 years in your 20s.
In 20s, yeah.
Okay.
And so we did some shows.
Okay.
And we met 2 girls after the shows, me and my friend, and then.
Hey, yo, mate, let me polish your knob.
We only had like 1 hotel room, so we both like took. We had the girls, each girl, and we're just in our section of the hotel room, but we're not having sex. We're just fooling around, having a fun time with these girls.
Could you see each other in the room, or was there enough? You were in like the living room.
I guess you could kind of see.
Oh, you could kind of see each other. Okay.
I guess you could kind of see. So we were fooling around, but the fooling around was really amazing.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was really amazing.
It was
fooling
rad.
around. Yeah. And it made you feel like, man, if the appetizer is this good, then dinner is going to be off the chain.
Right.
So then later on, me and this girl, but we stayed in contact. I think I left and came back. Mm-hmm. And then I could meet up with her
privately.
And go to her place. And go to her place. And because we'd fooled around before, and I left and went back to New York, and we'd been communicating. We definitely talked about sex and everything.
Nice.
And she talked about how, like, in bed, she likes it slow. She doesn't like it to go fast at all.
Wow.
And that, and I'm like, yeah. In my mind, I'm like
romantic.
But not romantic, just like really pedestrian, no thrills.
Oh, she wants like missionary, a sheet in between you.
Slow. But like
slow.
Like like she doesn't like sex fast or change pace. You start off slow, go fast, go slow.
Yeah, she's like, I need one pace.
Just one pace.
The whole time.
But
we're going to make you wear a speedometer. You got to keep that speed.
Basically.
Wow.
And I'm like.
That's kind of weird.
I'm young. I'm like, she's probably just
shy.
Saying that.
Yeah.
Because she's shy over the phone and she doesn't know me. Mm-hmm. And then, when I went back to her house. So when I was in England, went back to her house. It was beautiful. She put out a bath like a woman,
A bath?
Yeah, England people take a lot of baths.
Oh,
we take a lot of baths. So that felt like very adult.
Baths give me UTIs.
Oh, yeah. They don't give me UTIs at all.
You're so lucky.
I mean, who knew how, I got to be lucky with something.
So she drew you a bath?
Yeah.
And you guys took a bath together?
Took a bath together.
Oh, my God.
And then it was time to have sex.
Yeah.
And you always start off sex really slow.
Yeah.
And as soon as I picked up the pace, she's like,
no way. She was like, slow down.
Slow down. Like,
you were
seriously,
like, I'm barely moving.
Barely moving.
Wow.
And she really was not bullshitting. She's not that great in bed.
Oh, my
gosh.
Like
she said.
She wants you to literally just be like,
right.
Super slow.
Super slow.
Oh, my gosh.
Like virgin pace.
Maybe she was.
Nah, she's a grown woman.
You're like, she has 5 kids.
It's just the weirdest sexual situation that I'd ever been in where, because normally, like, I'm not saying all women do that, but some of the women that I've dealt with would tell you something that is the complete opposite of what they're about.
Yeah,
what they want her about.
Yeah, what they're about.
And I don't know. So I just thought this was that case.
Yes.
No, she was definitely being honest.
Wow.
And we just had like some of the most boring
slow snail sex
that I've ever, like, even a turtle would have been like, pick it up.
There were just snails fucking on the floor way faster than you guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was just not even fun.
So it was no fun.
It sucked.
Yeah, it sucked. Like, I thought, I had this great experience.
Yeah.
And it was just
you
like,
just had a nice milky bath. You thought like, I was going to get
bath
it.
Was, I'm with a woman. Like, you're in your 20s.
Yeah.
Like, who takes baths? Like, I only know women who showered then.
Right.
You know
exactly.
So
yeah, baths are a woman thing.
Yeah, baths are a woman
salts
thing.
And the the body scrubs and
adult shit.
Adult
and
shit.
And this is before even all that stuff was like,
So how'd you get out of the situation?
It was so long. I just remember I just faked it.
Oh my God, you faked it?
Yeah, just
Oh, I didn't know guys did that.
I had a condom on, so you just
Stop.
fake it. Yeah.
So she was like, "Was it good for you?" You were like, "Yeah, great. Get me the fuck out of here."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Wow. So did you
shit.
leave like right after? Or did you hang out?
I think I got out there in a respectable amount of time, but it was just like, what the fuck did just happen?
That was so awkward.
It was just awkward and weird.
And then did you talk to her again after that or no?
I'm sure we did, but it was so long ago.
You ghosted her a little bit.
Yeah, I think we both ghosted each other.
You ghosted each other because you thought it was
I
weird.
went too fast for her.
Yeah, she was like, "I'm not fucking this jackrabbit." And again.
Not even the jack. It's like the speed limit. It was like I was in a school zone. The speed limit was like
2 miles an hour. Stop.
Walking.
You're like, we can't even get a jog going on? How am I supposed to burn calories?
Not a speed walking sex pace either.
Stop.
I'm dead up. It's like mad slow. Like, yeah.
And she kept holding up the sign to slow down.
Yeah.
There's children crossing. Slow down.
Yeah.
Oh my God. What a nightmare.
Yeah.
Awkward sex is the worst.
Yeah, awkward sex. It's like, because you can have a successful
chemistry
as
talking and
hanging
relating.
out, but awkward sex is like, because then it's over for sure. Like,
you're not going to be intimate with that person.
Yeah, it's over for sure. Like, you can have a bad date and then run into somebody the same person later, and then for some reason that day everything is aligned and you hit it back off.
Yeah,
but once you've had awkward sex, it's pretty
there's no
much
coming back.
Yeah, because during it you're like, I'm never doing this again. You know?
Isn't that funny? That's all you're thinking in your head is how terrible it is.
And you're supposed to be fake enjoying it while you're saying.
That's the worst.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been there.
Yeah.
It's like so gross. I hooked up with this guy one time who made really aggressive animal sounds. It was fucking weird, and it really upset me because I really liked him.
What type
and he
of
was
sounds
really
we
cool.
talking?
Like, I'm talking about like crazy shit. Like,
wasn't this guy your boyfriend for like 5 years?
He wasn't my boyfriend.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, he wasn't my boyfriend. He was just a guy I was seeing, and I really got along with him, and I waited to have sex with him because I was like, oh, I really like him. Like, I'm gonna wait, right? So the night that we decide to have sex, I'm like, he goes to kiss me, and he gets all up in my neck, and he's like, I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it freaked me out. I was like, and I was like, oh God. And he's like, and he like starts biting my cheek, and I'm like, ew, like weird, like monkey, like crazy sounds, like, and I was like, ew, and he's like, you like that? And like fucking me like a beast, like he was Satan, like it was like trying to like
somebody he'd been with told him
that was rad.
That was rad, and then he's like, all right, I'll do it.
Someone who got fucked by wolves, like I don't know.
And he added this thing to his character.
It was awful, Ian. It was awful. Hilarious. It was like this fucking crazy shit. Like I was like, what the hell?
It's like you're fucking a terrible musician or some shit.
He was trying to eat me. Like I was like, is this motherfucker gonna eat me? He was biting my neck and like my titties. I was like, ow, those are meaty. Damn. Be careful. Like, ow. Like, but I was not into it. Like I could never, and that ruined it.
Right.
And it made me so
and it didn't even
sad.
Escalate to that. It just went straight to that.
No he literally went to, he started kissing me, you know,
from zero to chewing on you.
And I can even imagine what that sounds like in the mic, but that's accurate.
That's it's, like that. What's that thing where they make videos of now? Those sounds, just the sound videos.
I haven't seen
people
those.
Just eating.
Or the ASMR.
ASMR.
Yeah, someone just got turned on by the like.
You just pick back up those English fans that dropped you. They're back on.
I'm serious. That was so scary. And then he was like, "What's wrong?" Like nothing. Like, and then he would go normal.
So
like,
what
he'd
did
be
you
like,
tell him?
I was like, "Why are you making those noises?" And he's like, "Oh, you don't like that?" And I was like, "No, it's a little weird." He's like, "You don't like it?"
Oh,
and
Jesus
I was
Christ.
like, "Okay, clearly he's very like he couldn't control it. He was so horny. He turned into an animal.
Damn.
Like it was fucking weird.
Did
it was
he
like
take something unbeknownst to you? Like, did he take like some like Molly or some shit?
No, nothing. Just fucking animal shit.
Damn.
Like he was so horny and he was like so hot.
You
and
made
heavy.
him wait too long.
Yeah, I did. I think that's what it might be. He was like about to explode and he was like he turned into a fucking demon.
That was his breathing exercise so he doesn't come fast and embarrass himself. But it ended up working against him.
It was weird as shit. And then it bummed me out because I really liked the guy. And I just couldn't see him again because I was like, this isn't going to go anywhere.
You never slept with him again afterwards?
No, I tried like kissing him one time just after that, hanging out with him because I really liked him, and he did the thing again, and I was like, you know what? He was like, and I was like, this is over. Get the fuck off of me. Stop fucking growling. You're not a Cocker Spaniel. This is fucking weird. I was over it. I couldn't do it again. You know what I mean?
I feel you. That would be weird.
But such a bummer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he turned into an actual, like I thought he was like Wolverine or something. It was very strange.
Did he get hairier? Was it a full moon outside?
What? He looked scarier. That's for sure because he's on top of me and he's like, and I was like, ah!
Somebody told him that shit was sexy.
Some fucking crazy bitch.
Yeah.
Who, like I said, was fucked by wolves. Like she was into it. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so that's the worst. And
then she just set him up and ruined him for other chicks.
Yeah, because she wanted to make sure he never dated again.
Exactly. He fell for it.
She's like, the one thing I hope you don't do because it's such a turn on.
That's ours. Don't do it to other women.
Don't do it to other women because they'll love it too much. Sebastian.
Reverse psychology.
His name wasn't Sebastian. I just thought I'd say that. Anyway, okay, guys, we're going to take a really quick break, and then we are going to be back with Ian Edwards on Worst First. Stay tuned. Okay, guys, it's 2019, and it's time we talked honestly about all the latest beauty, skincare, and medical aesthetic treatments out there. If you're curious about injectable fillers, facials, and everything in between, I have the #1 resource for you, thespotlight.com. Spotlight is your destination for information about beauty, skincare, and medical aesthetics. With Spotlight, it's like reading from your favorite magazine. Interesting, full of expert highlights, things that you can use to make your own decisions on your beauty. You can easily chat with trained aesthetic specialists if you have any questions. And if you decide to move forward with any aesthetic treatment, Spotlight makes it easy to find a local licensed provider with their database of over 30,000 healthcare professionals. If you love the beauty and skincare industry and are curious to learn more about medical aesthetics, please go to thespotlight.com. That's thespotlyte.com/worst, WORST, to find out more. Again, that's thespotlight with a y.com/worst to find out more about being beautiful. Hey, Worst Firsters. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Are you healthy? Are you a healthy person? If you're not a healthy person, I have something for you. Or if you already are a healthy person, I have something for you. So it's just kind of for anyone at this point. I never really liked taking vitamins personally. I was like, I don't think they do anything for me. I never feel different from vitamins. And this company, Care of, reached out to me and they were like, no, try our vitamins. Give us a try. We love you. We are interested in sponsoring you, and we're interested in sharing with you what we do here. And, if it doesn't make a difference, then we don't have to do anything together. And if it does, then great. And so I went on their website, which is takecareof.com, and I did this quiz. They have an online quiz there, and you kind of answer all these questions, like what your goals are, what you wish to accomplish in your health and your lifestyle, like what kind of person you are, all these things. And once you're finished with this quiz, it doesn't take very long. They give you a recommended amount of vitamins that they think you should be taking every day. And if you decide to order with them, these vitamins come to you in this cute little cardboard box, and each of the vitamins are in their own biodegradable packet. And so you open them up, and all your daily vitamins are in there, everything you need to take for that day. So you don't have to worry like, oh, did I take my vitamins? Did I not take my vitamins? Because once your vitamins for the day are in that packet. So then you just take them and throw the packet away and be done. And so it's just allotted every single day that you need your vitamins. And it's cool because it's on a subscription thing, so you don't have to worry about it when you run out at the end of the month. It just comes and everything's cool. And so I discovered actually some really great vitamins through them. A cranberry pill that is very potent for people that get UTIs a lot. I personally do. And so they have a pill in there that was really awesome. It's been really helping me. And then also I discovered ashwagandha root through them, which is like a calming vitamin. So I told them I'm stressed and this is the vitamin they suggested to calm me down. Anyway, I thought it was great. I thought it was cool to also discover these new vitamins that I'd never heard of that are really helping me. And so I wanted to share it with you guys that if you head over to takecareof.com and you enter the promo code WORSTFIRSTS, that's WORSTFIRSTS, Worst Firsts, you will get 25% off your first Care of order. So if you're interested in trying this, you take vitamins, you're not sure if they're working, or if you want to give something new a try, head to takecareof.com, take their little quiz. I'm telling you, it's actually really fun. And they'll recommend a bunch of vitamins for you at the end of the quiz. And then you can enter Worst Firsts in the promo section and get 25% off your order. Give it a try, and I hope it makes you feel better. Can I tell you guys how excited I am about this ad in particular? I know I say that about a couple other ads because I do get excited about ads. But I'm really excited about this one because these shoes are so freaking cute. And I was so excited when my manager reached out to me and said, this company wants to sponsor you. And I was like, oh my God, I love their shoes. This company not only takes recycled water bottles or plastic bottles and makes shoes out of them, and they don't look like it at all. They're the most comfortable, lightweight, stylish, cute shoes, well made, which I didn't expect, honestly, because I was like, oh, it's made out of a plastic water bottle, it'll probably crunch and fall off my foot after a couple days. No, they're totally sustainable and made really well. And I'm telling you, when I tell you a shoe is comfortable, this is the most comfortable shoe that I've ever worn. Like, ever, okay? And they're flats, and they're just lovely, and I love them. And so they're called Rothy's. I didn't even say the name yet. They're called Rothy's, and I think they're so amazing. And I was like, this is just the best opportunity ever. I'm just so excited. They have all different types of colors. They have different shapes. They have, for girls and for guys. I mean, I'm telling you, I could walk a mile in these shoes, and they're so cute. So if you're interested in trying sustainable, stylish, comfortable, machine washable shoes, perfect for on the go and for nights out. Personally, I would wear them on a night out because I think they're really cute. I got personally the color Flame in red, pointed-toed flats. They are very stylish. So if you're interested in these shoes that are just so comfortable and so cute, and I'm obsessed with them. Actually, I'm going to show them on the podcast next time I'm here because I'm so in love with them. Go to rothys.com. That's rothys.com/worst, WORST, and check these shoes out. So that's rothys.com, rothys.com/worst, and check out the coolest, most comfortable, amazing shoes. I'm telling you, if you need a pair of flats, or if you're a city girl, or if you are on your feet a lot, these are the shoes for you. Enjoy. I wish you guys could smell me right now because I smell so good. It's actually crazy. And my favorite thing is when I walk past someone and they smell amazing, and I go up to people. I do. I'm that person. And I go, what are you wearing? I have to know because I love things that smell good. I love smelling good. I love people that smell good. I'm sure you like smelling good. So I was spending so much money on perfume because I like to smell good, but I don't like to smell like the same thing every day. I love changing my fragrances up. I like to change my fragrances up at least like every other month, try something new. And, I notice people come up and say, what is that smell? I love it. And, it makes me feel rad to tell them what it is. The thing is, though, perfume's kind of expensive, especially to buy like the big bottles, and those testers last for like 4 sprays and then they're done. So like, what is the answer to that? Well, the answer to that is this company called Scentbird. Okay, that's SCENTBIRD.com. Scentbird is so cool. They come out with these cute little spray bottles. They're like little cylindrical spray bottles that come in all different cool colors, and they come in a little velvet patch. They make perfume and cologne, so it's not just for women, guys. And they carry more than 450 designers. And I'm talking about like not designers you've never heard of. I'm talking about like Dolce & Gabbana, Cartier, Glossier, Gucci, Calvin Klein, like all these dope perfumes and colognes that you can go to scentbird.com. That's SCENT bird.com/worst, WORST, and you can try your first perfume from them for $7.50, okay? You enter the promo code WORST at checkout. So you go to Scentbird, that's SCENT bird.com/worst, and enter worst at checkout, and you get to try your first perfume or cologne for only $7.50. I mean, thinking about how much these perfumes and colognes cost, that's a bargain. And the cool thing about it is that their spray bottles have about 120 sprays in them. So if you spray like, a couple sprays every day, that like lasts you such a long time. It's better than the little, free samples, and it's better than buying a huge bottle that ends up going stale. So I love this company. You can go on and take a fragrance quiz on their website, and they give you a list of fragrances they think you'd like, based on your tastes. And it's just been really fun for me. So I've gotten a bunch of different perfumes from them that I love. And so I can carry them in my purse. Like I said, they come in a cute little pouch, or you don't have to use the pouch, but it's like these really cute spray bottles. They're about this big, showing about like 6 inches, and they're great. And they hold like a decent amount of perfume. And then that way you're not spending as much money on perfume, but you're still getting the designer perfumes that you love. So if you're into this kind of thing for perfume or cologne, head over to scentbird.com. That's SCENT bird.com/worst, and enter the promo code WORST, WORST, for getting your first perfume or cologne for only $7.50, and you can get 50% off your first month. Sign on and smell amazing. Okay, we're back.
Damn.
The thing
it's
is,
funny that you did it that way. It's hilarious.
We don't take actual breaks in the studio. We just pause for a second, and then we
later.
continue. And Ian tried to drink some water, and I was like, I don't think so. You can't.
That's so cute.
Just all over my titties.
All over your titties. Wet, wet t-shirt concept.
Did you just say wet t-shirt concept?
Yeah.
I love you, dude. I remember we used to laugh like this all the time.
I know.
It's so fun. Do you like Nina the Weena? Did you ever meet Nina?
So is this one of the original dogs? Yeah.
No, you
I
knew
met
Maggie Poos,
Yeah.
my long-haired dachshund who died, the black one.
Right.
That's who you knew. Remember?
Right.
She used to bark at you.
This one, just like this one.
Just like this. This should be like very reminiscent for you.
This one's about to come in around.
Yeah, do you like dogs?
Yeah, I'm not mad at them. I'm not like a dog person. I don't have one.
Do you have any pets?
Yeah, I have like 2 plants.
That's your pets?
Yeah.
Are they like Venus
They're
flytraps?
alive. Yeah, they're Venus flytraps.
Those are your only pets?
Yeah, 2 plants.
And you live by yourself?
Yeah. Don't try to make it sound pathetic. This is by choice. I'm completely happy with myself.
Wouldn't you love something a little cuddly to like hang out with?
I'm in and out of town too much, and it's like it feels like a hassle.
Yeah.
Like I know people with dogs, and they have to like think of this extra thing to take care of. It's like if I lived like just and I never went anywhere, then fine. But
you would.
I do everything last minute. And
you couldn't
this will make me
stressed.
Yeah.
Getting someone to watch her and let them out. Yeah, but they're great.
Yeah.
They're so worth it.
She has to earn her keep as your what they call it? Your emotional support.
She is,
because she's
I'm fucking crazy,
causing some of the emotional stress.
No, I'm serious. She's like, I had to get her like registered because I'm like a fucking psycho, and if I don't have her, I freak out.
No,
she makes me so much like not normal because I'm obviously not, but she keeps me from being like totally mental, which is cool.
You and her have the same highlights.
We do. I brought her in and was like, make us twins. Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Don't put the glasses on.
I know. She likes you.
That's cool. This is a complete 180 from when I walked in here.
Do you want me to tell you Cesar Milan was here and he was telling me that the best thing you can do is when you meet a new dog is to ignore it? Because then if you ignore it, it'll come up to you out of curiosity, and then when it's curious like this, you reward it just like you're doing and pet it. Isn't that so weird?
Yeah, it's weird that I knew that without knowing
Yeah, you
that.
did. You're like, see, you're so good with dogs. And she's like a little soul sucker. She'll like look into your eyes with her deep.
I ignore my plants, but they never come up to me. They just die.
The vine just wraps around your dick at night. You're like, whoa! It just starts choking you out. Okay, so I want to talk more about growing up in Jamaica. I went to Jamaica last Christmas.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. Or not this past Christmas, the one before.
Did you go with like the band, Tommy and the band?
No, we went by ourselves.
Oh, right.
We went to Montego Bay, and it was cool. But you know what the funniest shit was?
What?
that their like nice restaurant in Montego Bay was KFC.
Hilarious.
There was a fucking line for fucking KFC down the block.
Did you go?
No.
Why not?
There was way too long of a line.
Where did you stay?
We stayed at this place called Zoetry.
Is it a hotel or a resort?
It's a resort.
Oh, so they had food and stuff
Or like
there.
no, it was like a hotel, but it was like a like you pay for everything and you just get whatever you want like ahead of time. So like it's all paid for already. So you could just call room service and be like, I want this, I want that, right? The jerk chicken was amazing.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, it better be.
Fucking rad. There was like a jerk chicken spot on the beach where they made the jerk chicken, which was
yeah.
fucking rad.
Yeah, that's dope.
I wanted to go do the ghost tours. Tommy didn't want to go. Do you believe in that shit?
When I was a kid, growing up in Jamaica is a very superstitious island. You hear all these stories.
Yeah.
There used to be like this. I went to elementary school at Marley Mount.
Okay.
Elementary school.
It's called Marley Mount after Bob Marley?
Nah, it was just the hill that it was on.
Oh, okay.
And there was like an old like plantation house, and we used to
This is what they're telling me
go
about.
through there, and it's like the White Witch of Rose Hall and all that shit.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
They turned it into like a thing.
Yeah, they turned it into a thing. You got to make some money, right?
Yeah. Did you go in there?
Yeah.
Was it scary?
Nah, but at nighttime in Jamaica gets scary because they don't have street lights everywhere.
Yeah, it's dark.
So it gets really dark.
Yeah, it does get really dark.
But you can see the stars better and shit like that.
Do you miss Jamaica ever?
Yeah.
Do you go back?
We went back, like did a family reunion like 3 or 4 years ago.
Aww,
yeah.
Your family's all still there?
I got family there. I got family in England.
Wow.
I got family in New York. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Was growing up in Jamaica fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
It was fun. A good time.
It was fun.
Happy
good time.
childhood.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
Played a lot of soccer.
That's
had
like
friends.
huge, right?
Yeah.
But how did you go from growing up in Jamaica to doing stand up?
I didn't. We moved to New York. Had a regular life.
What was your regular life?
Just working at Burger King.
Stop.
Going to school and shit.
I think I saw this. You used to work at Burger King.
Yeah, I used to work at Burger King, yeah.
Should we eat Burger King?
They got their Impossible Burger now.
Okay.
So
but like, is it like clean there back there and stuff? Do they have their shit together?
It was back then.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
I don't know.
That was before they made their chicken nuggets out of like liquid gel.
Yeah, exactly. I felt like it was real meat back then. I used to eat that shit. Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Okay, so you were doing stand up on the side and working at Burger King.
Yeah.
But what made you get into stand up?
Because let me see. I was working the drive-through, cracking jokes, and one time
people were like, "This guy's funny."
Yeah, this guy came around on the drive-through, and he was like, "Hey, did you just take my order?" I was like, "Yeah," and then he's like, "Hey man, you should do comedy." I never ever thought of that before, but as soon as he said it, it just like clicked.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!" And I was like, at that moment, I was like,
ripped your hat off. You're like, "Fuck your order. Here you go."
Started
Free
pissing
fries.
all over the place, knocking fries out the shit. I'm out.
I'm gonna be a stand-up. You took a spatula.
Yeah.
Damn. So then you started just doing open mics.
Started going to open mics. Started checking them out, getting material ready, like talking to people.
Yeah.
And anything I said that was funny, I would like make a note of it.
Good.
Put it in the routine.
Yeah.
And get a little 5 minutes together.
Yeah.
And then went to the comedy club and I bombed.
That's my worst. I hate that.
Right.
That's the worst.
How long did you do it for?
Not long enough to. I mean, I've bombed where I've bombed once, really bad. Just once.
I bombed so many times.
I tried to do my set slower because people were like, "You're so fast," because that's kind of like how I am, my energy. And I tried to like slow it down, but I slowed it down too much, and it was just like not cool. And I remember being so uncomfortable, and it wasn't me, and it was because I listened to somebody else, and before that I had never eaten shit. I'd had times where I did
How slow was it? Like slow like the sex I had?
No, oh my God. Like, remember how Angelo used to do jokes where he would like set up punchline, like whatever kind of thing? So I slowed it down a whole bunch where I would just do that without like all my shit in between, and it just didn't work.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have the the like cadence for that.
Yeah,
you know
exactly.
What I mean?
That's not you.
That's not me.
Yeah, you
I'm
gotta
like a
do
very
you.
active person.
Yeah.
So that like was very scary and very embarrassing, and I hated it.
Right.
And I remember it was like me, Jade Catapretta, Melissa Villasenor. Like it was like a girls versus guys comedy night, and I bombed for our team, and I fucked it up. But we still won because they were good.
Right.
But I just remember being really bummed because I was like, fuck, if I just did it how I normally would have, I would have killed.
Right, exactly.
But you know what? I'm getting back into it. I'm doing my show live and stuff like
you
that,
are?
and I wrote some jokes, and it's
when you
been
say
fun.
you're doing your show live, this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm doing stand up front.
Okay, dope.
And then I bring like my audience up, and then they tell me their worsts. And I just did it at the Improv, and it was amazing.
Oh, that's dope.
It was so fun.
You gotta let me know next time you do that. I'll come through.
Yeah, you have to. That would mean so much to me.
Because I remember seeing you. I just always thought you were funny.
Yeah. Just crazy.
It's funny. You know comedy.
It was fun.
Yeah.
But I got scared after that.
Oh yeah, for real?
I give up easily. If I fucking don't do good, I get so embarrassed.
But then, so that when you started Vine after that?
I started Vine after that. Yeah, because Vine, I got bombed.
So did you thank the person who told you to go slow and fucked your setup and scared you into Vine? That led to Instagram.
You know what? I didn't thank them, but it was actually so weird because
you can stop hating them now.
I know. I do kind of like get mad about it because I was like, why did I even listen to that person? But yeah, I think it was like a thing because I'd like, I don't even want to say who it is because you know them. But anyway, so it was like I took advice from someone that I shouldn't have taken advice from. Anyway, here's the thing. Listen to your gut. Listen to yourself.
And maybe they didn't mean that slow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think they just meant because I'm so fast talking that they were like, just slow down a little bit and blah, blah, blah. Like you should take a beat, take a pause, blah, blah, blah. And then I just got so self-conscious of it. I put too many beats and pauses. And I was just
it was all pauses. You didn't
the whole
speak
set
the
was
whole
just
set.
me. What do you guys think of streets?
Okay, no streets here. Just
it was horrible. Anyway, so you bombed the first time in New York, and then what made you keep going?
Because I was nervous when I got on stage.
Yeah.
I had friends there from the job.
Oh, I hate that. Yeah,
and I hate that. The lights were bright.
I hate that you can't.
You couldn't see shit.
People don't realize how debilitating the lights are.
Yeah, man.
Because you get up there and it's like you're in the fucking microwave.
Yeah,
like
man.
you're like fucking it's hot.
Yeah.
And you can't really see anybody's faces.
You're
very
sweating
well.
just standing there.
Just fucking.
You know people are out there.
Yeah, but you can't tell their faces or what they're doing.
Yeah, and the first time you hear yourself bomb.
The worst.
You know what I'm saying? And yeah, the lights really got to me.
I hate the lights. I still hate the lights.
And but the last joke was the only joke I said correctly. Everything else I stumble over.
Oh.
And the last joke I said correctly.
Yeah.
And they laughed. I said, I got to work on this thing until I'm not nervous anymore.
Right.
And then I'll be better. So then last week I just stopped being nervous for the first time. So it's great.
Last week?
Yeah. No.
Do you get nervous anymore?
Rarely.
That's what I want to be.
Yeah.
I want to be at a place one day where I don't get nervous because I'm always so nervous before I perform.
Why are you nervous?
Because I don't write a solid set.
Right.
I go up there and I talk about like what happened that day. I'll write a joke about because I like to everything fresh and I like don't want anybody to like come to a show more than once and hear like do the same joke. So I try to like keep everything so fresh that like I'm scared because I've never tried certain things before.
How long are your sets?
In the beginning, I'm doing like 7 minutes of me.
All right.
And then I bring the guests up and do, riff with them and do their worst.
Right.
But yeah, it's like 7 minutes of like me just talking about like whatever happened that day that's funny or whatever.
Right.
So that's why I get nervous because I'm like, this could either go really well and people could think this is funny.
Do you keep anything from the stuff that worked before? So you could like slowly build plus
I should now. I'm going to
the
now.
new stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to now because it's hard. If you go fresh every time, you're like, it's scary.
Yeah.
And that was my problem when I was doing it before too, because I didn't have like a set.
Right.
I would just get up there and talk about the day.
Right.
And most of the time it was funny, but then the times when I try to do it slow, it was definitely not funny. Today I put on socks. Anybody else? It was just really bad. But yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe I'm working my way back into it. But I think the nerves thing is very horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
so then you just kept going until you
just
got
kept going
comfortable.
till you get better. Bombed a lot. Did good. Then you start doing good, but then you still do bad.
Ugh.
So then there's that
Then
phase
you're like, what
of
the
like,
fuck?
yeah, what the fuck? How come this worked this time but didn't work that time?
Because sometimes it's the room.
A frustration of that. You're like, what? You just got to keep going until you figure it out, and you just after a while you just become consistent. But then you're like, shit, I'm doing the same material, now I got to add new material.
New jokes.
And then you start doing bad again.
How do you come up with your new jokes? Just life?
Life, stuff that I say to people in conversations. Once I had a therapist because it was free. But I got a therapist because I thought that I used to listen to Howard Stern, and a lot of the entertainment of his show was shit that came up in therapy.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm gonna go cook this 3 therapists for these 5 sessions and see if it'll help me write.
Yeah.
She was not amused.
Oh. You're like, I'm here for material. She's
she
like,
she didn't help me write anything.
She's like, you have bipolar disorder.
I was like, enough of this free therapy.
She's like, show me what you're putting on that goddamn paper.
Yeah.
Show me the
like,
paper,
we're
Karen.
both sitting there writing. She's like, what you writing? Don't worry about it. I'm not asking what you writing. I'm writing.
Oh my God, you're both writing shit down. I can't. That's a good idea to do that in therapy.
Yeah.
Just freak them out.
Yeah.
I fucking hate therapists sometimes because they act like they know so much shit. I'm like, bitch, I'm psychoanalyzing you right now. Why are your eyelashes so long? You look like you're about to take flight.
There are some therapists that work, and then there's some that it's like,
terrible.
You're terrible. You can make money doing it if you get the degree.
If I fucking I'd make so much money. I know so much about mental illness and medication just from myself.
It's hilarious.
I could solve anyone's problems. Like,
it's hilarious. You are the test.
I have the test. No, it's actually crazy that you just said this because I had a worse experience with a therapist recently. Okay, so my friend recommends her to me. My eyelash girl recommends her to me. She's like, I do this lady's eyelashes because she's probably so tired of me talking to her about my problems. Like the eyelash girl.
she's like, and that must be weird for an eyelash person or a hairdresser because they're making less money than a therapist.
Right, way
but
less.
They're doing your hair.
Yeah,
they're taking care of your outside and your
inside
for one fee.
One fee.
They should charge more.
They should because it is therapy.
Yeah, it is
because
therapy.
you're always talking to them about shit that you shouldn't be talking to them about, right? So I'm talking to my eyelash girl, and I think she's getting sick of it. And so she's like, I have a therapist recommendation for you. I was like, oh, random, but okay. So she sends me to this lady, and this lady's down the street from me, and I sit down in her office, and it's just off. Like, you know how you can tell, like, this person, like, first of all, she had a gnarly facelift. So I was like, obviously, you're not secure.
She has issues.
Yeah. She had like a Mickey Rourke facelift. Like,
that's a lot of issues.
Like,
that's
you're
all
like,
the issues.
Like, what happened? Like, she just fucking looked crazy. And then on top of it, she had the longest eyelashes. Like, she had my eyelash girl do some crazy shit where it looked like this bitch was gonna like fucking take flight. Like, they were like this when she blinked. Like, I couldn't stop staring at it. And I was like, I can't believe this person's going to help me with my life because I want to help her with hers. And she hasn't even opened her mouth yet. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
she's
I'm sitting
a walking
there.
problem.
It was awful. And then, like, she's like way older, like in her 60s, and she's got blue toenails and all kinds of weird shit. And I'm like, okay, all right, this is great. And I'm sitting there, and I've obviously been through a bevy of therapists because, I mean, look at me. So I know a good one from a bad one, right?
Right, exactly.
So I'm sitting there, and she's talking to me, and I start telling her, I'm like, yeah, like my doctors just switched me to Prozac, and she's like, what's that?
Get that fuck out of here. Even I know what that is.
What the fuck? What the fuck? How do you not know what fucking Prozac is?
She did not say that.
Yes, I swear to God,
What?
all my life, she goes, Prozac. I go, the antidepressant. She goes, oh. Yeah. Except her face was like this. So she was like, oh, yeah. It was
That's
awful.
hilarious.
So she fucking tells me, she's like, oh, yeah, pretended she understood what I was saying. And I was like thinking in my head, okay, you're a fucking therapist. You should know, like, every
That's like
drug. Like,
the number one
that's the number
brand.
one. That's the number one antidepressant.
Yeah.
Even 7-year-olds know about it
Yeah.
who aren't
Who
on
shouldn't
it
be
yet.
on it that are on it.
Who are on it who shouldn't
Yeah.
be. Anyway, so that was my first red flag. And I was like, yeah, so he switched me to Prozac. And, like, I'm not really feeling great and blah, blah, blah. And then it like got to the point where I told her everything I possibly could about myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like time for her to say something.
To help.
To give me some fucking advice.
Right.
And she was just sitting there going like this, nodding her head. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And I was like sitting there like, okay, like anything.
Talk about bad dates.
It was the worst therapy appointment ever. And then she goes, okay, well, that's all the time we have. Like literally nothing. Like not like here's some advice. Here's a way to help with this situation. Not even one little tiny anecdote to take for the road, right?
Right.
And then she goes, and it's $160 cash only. And I was
sure
like,
she was a therapist?
She
I think this is some side
right,
hustle.
some fucking prostitute or something.
That your eyelash girl set up with this other
she
girl.
had an office and a card.
That's easy to get. Where was it at? Where was this office at?
In Calabasas.
Man, you can rent a place, an office for like $400 a month, if not maybe a week.
Dead because no one wants to come to Calabasas.
Yeah,
You're like
yeah.
the rich housewives, like you know, they're all crazy. They fall for it.
Yeah.
It's right. So she had the card. She had the little office. And she goes, yeah, that'll be, so we'll get to all this next week. That'll be $165 with her giant fucking eyelashes. And I go through my wallet and she goes, cash only. And I'm like going through my wallet and I was like, all I have is 80.
She's supposed to tell you that shit before.
Right. Cash only?
Yeah.
Like, bitch, no.
Yeah.
I got fucking, I don't have this much cash. I don't carry.
This is not a cash carrying society.
No, it's not. Because everyone's getting fucking mugged and no one gives a shit. Like, you can use your card for everything.
You can use your phone to pay for everything.
No one uses fucking cash. Like, bitch, get a fucking, what are those called? A little square that you plug in your phone, fucking swipe that shit. I think it was just some shady insurance business, right? I got bad vibes. So I go, sorry, I only have $80. I'll, give you the rest next time. But I knew I was never going to see this bitch again, right?
You knew you weren't coming back from the bathroom. You're going to sneak out the back door.
So this woman has been harassing me for $80 for fucking a month and a half. And you don't even understand how it's taken everything in my being to not tear her apart.
Right.
Being like, you didn't know what fucking Prozac was.
Right.
Your eyelashes are crazy. Like, I should be your therapist. You know what I mean?
She needs $80 to pay for her eyelashes.
Yeah. And she didn't give me one piece of advice.
Right.
Like, what am I paying $80 for?
Right.
The air I used in the office? It was fucking nightmare.
It's hilarious.
Anyway, so she texts me and she goes, hey, Brittany. It's, I'm not going to say her name. Just hope you're doing well. I wanted to schedule our follow-up appointment. And then that's what I wrote to her and said, I don't think there's going to be a follow-up appointment. I'm really busy right now. I just use like a typical LA cop-out, right? Because I don't want to hurt her feelings.
LA cop-out.
Yeah, I'm just busy. Like you're just laying on the couch with your dog eating fucking ice cream. I'm fucking swamped. So I told her, I said, I'm just busy. And she goes, okay, well, just let me know when you can get me that $80, $85. And I was like, are you fucking high? Like, I just didn't respond, right? So she's been texting me repeatedly. And then she sent a letter to my fucking house with an invoice. Still here to help if you want, with $85 invoice.
Hilarious.
What would you do? If you went to this person.
At some point, I'd just pay it just to get it over with. You know what I mean?
But I'm so mad.
Or then if you don't pay it, tell her.
Okay.
Yeah, tell
Be
her.
like, listen, I told you about.
Because you're not friends anyway.
No.
You have nothing to lose.
No.
You can say, hey, you didn't know what Prozac was.
No,
and
that's
this
crazy.
And this and that. So, listen, I felt like $80, you got away with something.
Yeah.
So,
like I mentioned this drug that everyone knows what it is. You know what it is.
Yeah. And I've never done any
Nina
of those.
My fucking Nina knows what it is.
Yeah.
And
look, she's on it now.
She literally goes, sorry, what's that? And I said, Prozac. It's an antidepressant. Oh. Oh. It was fucking crazy. So I should text her, and say, listen, I'm not giving you your $80 because if I did, you should use it to buy a book about the DSMR, about medical problems
about therapy.
And therapy. Yeah. Like, so I'm not going to do it, but I should say something.
Yeah.
And just tell her I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either pay her or tell her you're not paying her.
Okay.
Or you could just drag it out.
I just keep ignoring all the letters and texts and just like
I just
whatever.
don't like getting extra mail at my spot.
Yeah, I love mail, so
You do?
it's fun for me to open it up till I read what it is. I'm like, ooh,
So don't tell her nothing then.
It has my name on it. $80, go fuck yourself. Yeah. No, but I mean, I'm not trying to be cheap. You know, I'm not broke. I could pay it. But I just feel like the principle is that she is not educated.
Enjoy telling somebody the principle.
Okay, I'm going to tell her.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
With you.
I'll just do it. Call her.
Oh my God. What if I called her on the podcast?
Yeah.
I should do that next week.
Yeah.
I won't. That's scary. I can't do that. She'll probably sue me because she'll sound like an idiot. Anyway, Ian, I feel like this has been a therapy session for me.
You owe me $160.
You start sending me invoices.
You're going to get invoices after this.
Oh my God, imagine. I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you for being here. Is there anything you want to tell everybody to check out while wrapping up?
Check out my Instagram at
Yes.
Ian Edwards Comic.
Ian Edwards, that's IAN Edwards. Edwards is easy to spell, guys.
Yes, and comic is easy to spell too.
It's
Don't
Ian
fuck this up.
Edwards Comic.
Yeah.
One more time.
Ian Edwards Comic.
You guys got this.
Yeah.
I trust you. Go to his page. Check him out. He's so funny. I guarantee you will laugh.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You post the funniest shit.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
crack
I like
me
when you like it. That lets me know I'm on the right
I like
track.
all your shit.
Thank you.
Because I think you're the funniest.
Thank you, man.
I just love that you don't have to try.
Right.
And I try very
I
hard.
mean, laziness has to pay off. You know,
You've made it work.
Yeah, you're funny in your way, and it's hysterical, and I love it.
Psychotic.
Yeah.
It's called
psychotic.
It's called psychosis.
Psychosis. So you have psychosis. I have laziness. All right, fuck it. We have our afflictions in life. You
We're
know
a
what I mean?
perfect team.
Yeah,
Yay.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, thank you. Look, I put my dog to fucking sleep. She's so bored. She's so bored of everything I do.
It's hilarious.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening and watching this podcast. It means the world to me. It's doing so well. And I have people stop me on the street and tell me how much they love it, which is crazy.
Dope.
I haven't had that happen since Vine, and so I'm so grateful for everyone listening. Make sure to, if this is on YouTube and you're watching this, make sure to like and subscribe and refer it to your friends and your grandma and anyone who's on YouTube. I'm sure everyone, your pet squirrel. And if you're listening to this on the podcast, thank you so much, and I hope you guys have a freaking great day. We out.
That's good.